Good morning. Welcome to morning movement and meditation. This is the typical intro I do. This is a 3-part practice. We're going to get up, do some movement, then some sun salutations, poses, and some meditation. And of course, I'm Ashley. I'm leading you through the next 30 minutes or so. And enjoy this and do what you can, do what you want to do, and make adjustments or variations or take breaks as needed. So I'll start with our How to Love Yourself theme of the day. It's a good complement to yesterday if you were here. Yesterday we were talking about forgiving ourselves and others. Today we are claiming our inner power. So with affirmations, I claim my inner power. No matter what I choose to believe or say, the universe always says yes to me. Therefore, I choose only positive thoughts and words. So we're bringing all the positivity with us today. I only choose positive thoughts and words. Letting go of what we don't need, and right now, focusing on the positive. So we stand up and get moving together. And we are going to take our feet pretty wide. This is a great stance. Oh, I gotta turn my heat down. It's really warm in here. Okay, wide stance is a great stance to start in, and we get moving right away, so I don't want us to get too dizzy or anything, but this is stable, more stable than feet together. So it's a horse stance, like you're riding a horse, bent knees, a little bit more open, hands relaxed. As you inhale, draw the hands up to the shoulders, filling the lungs from bottom to top. As you exhale, the hands float down. So imagine pulling up this power from the earth as you inhale, drawing in all this goodness. Exhale, pressing away, letting go of things not serving you right now. Okay, we're going to keep going with this simple breath. In and out through the nose. And we can keep it pretty relaxed. So there isn't a lot of effort with this beginning of our practice, of our movement. Just trying to breathe a little deeper than we've breathed yet today. Okay, one more time. And as your hands float down, then take the chin down to your chest. And then look up. Chin down to the chest. And then look forward. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Back to the center, big shoulder roll. Take it up, back, and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and get a little deeper. Bend the knees, make fists with the hands. Long arms, draw them in, up, and around for arm rotation. And switch directions. That's about good. So let's release that, let it go, move on to wrist rotations. Working those hands in figure eights. Getting out any creeps and cracks and pops. So I like to get to a place of just a little bit of fatigue with some of this movement. So you start to feel a little stronger in time, but a little fatigue meaning, okay, that's kind of tiring out my hands, so let's shake them out. a place where we don't often get without intention. We don't get to that point of a little bit of muscle fatigue. Okay, hands just off the hips, twist it. Ooh. I've been sitting at a computer for much too long, so this is delightful. Or just a little bit stiff. But each day as we work through it, we'll start to notice those things. So if you had a different kind of day or you did something different physically, when you come back to a practice like this that's done daily, you will notice different things happening. You can really start to be aware of the changes and fluctuations in your body based on what you've done, what you did, how you've been feeling. So this is a nice check-in each morning. And this specifically is a check-in for our lower back, midsection, our waist. Can you get a little bit deeper with the rotation? So try to get the elbow and the shoulder all the way forward and all the way back. And then slow that down. I'm going to actually just slow down, relax the arms, take the feet wider. Turn the toes out a little bit more. Shift to the side, side lunge. Add a little hip pop, anyone else? Other side. See if I can do it on this side. Nope, no pops. Go to the other side again, back and forth. Leave the chest lifted. And one more time to the right. Now open the arms, tilt towards a straight leg, and then switch. Tilt towards a straight leg. Do it again. This is one of the power moves I like to do. We're doing side lunge with a blocking hands. So you can even flex the hands. You can block any of that negativity away so that we can claim our inner power with positive affirmations as we're doing positive movement. Nice little inner thigh stretch too if we're looking for physical benefits. And then from there, step together. Whew. Lift the hands up. Exhale, float them down. Getting a little bit more into the legs. Take one foot back, knee comes up, high knees and high kicks. Keep your abs in front of your body engaged, so we're not arching or leaning back too far. You can straighten the leg. And switch sides. Knee comes up. Maybe the straight leg. Okay, let's bring that leg down. Everything comes down. That's our head to toe movement section. We're heading into sun salutations, and I'm going to be doing today a Tibetan sun salutation. It's a little bit more of a spinal flexibility series. So if you're avoiding back bends or this doesn't feel awesome for you, then definitely just take whatever poses you would like, or even sit this out. It's not anything intense, but we will be doing some back and forth movement, some opening of the heart, and rounding forward as well, and using our core strength. So claiming our power, and our power stems from the center, and our core strength can be the powerhouse to everything that we do. So let's work on that. Take your feet about hip distance apart, palms forward. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, let's bend the elbows, Open up, hips forward, chest forward, squeeze the shoulders, goalpost arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, open the arms and fold forward. First forward fold of our practice today. Lengthen through the back, half lift. Hands can be on the shins or the floor. Exhale, step back to plank pose. We're going to stay in plank pose. I'm going to show you the option on our knees first. So everybody, you can take the knees down. Then sit back to child's pose. Once you're sitting on the heels, reaching the arms forward, keep the hands there. Shift forward on the inhale to modified up dog. Hips come down, shoulders roll back, lift the heart. And then we're back to child's pose. The next version is to tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So try this one next, downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank pose. Hips descend, you're still floating on the toes. Roll the shoulders back, up dog, off the knees, floating on the toes. Exhale, lift your belly up first, press into the hands, and we head back to downward facing dog. So you can choose, we're going to do that 3 more times. Down dog to child's pose, or down dog to up dog, or child's pose to kneeling up dog. So go ahead and take 3 breaths as you do that, back and forth. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. I'm not giving the option today to bend the elbows. Not today, maybe next time. And once we are complete with 3, we'll all come back to downward facing dog. Shift back to plank pose. If this is ever a bit much on the wrists, please take the knees down or take the hands on something for a little height. Let's take the hips side to side like you're going across a table, right and left. Shifting from right hand to left hand, press down through the fingertips. And then circles. So drop the hips down, bring them around, down dog to up dog in a different kind of way. And you can do this kneeling too, or when you get towards the ground, you kneel and then lift back up to down dog. Then switch directions, big circles. Last movement before we sit for a section. Good, come back to downward facing dog. Let's actually do our prone series first. So let's shift forward, take the knees down, lower all the way to your belly. Give your fingers a little wiggle, maybe wrists a little shake. Hug the arms in, elbows up like a grasshopper. Look forward. Without pressing too much into the hands, lift the heart. Get into this cobra-like pose. No weight on the hands. Press into the backs of the feet. Then lower back down, exhaling. With a little bit more press, let's lift. Tiny bend in the elbows still, or actually a pretty big bend in the elbows. Pause, shoulders back, chest lifted, cobra. A different version. Lower back down. We're taking a couple breaths in each pose. Take the fingertips to the outsides of the mats. Tent the fingers, tent the hands. Press into the hands. Lift and peel the chest up. Elbows bent. Another breath. And lower back down. Reach the hands back. Toes together. Lift the chest, lift the legs, lift the hands and reach them towards the feet. Legs extended straight. Hold it here. A little higher. Keep the toes together and lower back down. Take the hands right back next to the shoulders. Press into the hands, lift to kneeling up dog or regular up dog. Look down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And now we come to our seated portion of this Tibetan sun salutation. get to step, walk, jump, somehow get your feet through to sitting. One way is to take the knees down, sit back, and bring the legs around. Simple way. Take the feet about hip distance apart, knees bent, hands behind you. Again, if your wrists don't like this so much, we can keep our booty on the floor and press and lift without weight on the hands, or take those hands down, press into them, and lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. Your head is in line with the spine, and you're lifting the hips to create that straight line. And let's lower back down. I'm adding a pose in the series. Instead of just sitting, take the feet together, reach forward, lean back, lift the legs, boat pose. Just a simple boat pose for this one. You can straighten the legs that adds some intensity, or keep them bent. And we take the feet back down, about hip distance apart, hands behind you, press and lift. Reverse tabletop, opening up that chest, strengthening the back of the body, and then take the hips, take everything back down, slowly. Slow with the movements and transitions. Feet together, reach forward, lean back, lift the legs. Adding a little intensity here, take the hands together, inhale, connect the hands at the top or reaching. Hands will slice down to the left side, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Hands go down to the right side, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open the hands and pause. And last time in our reverse tabletop, or come with me with straight legs, point the toes, hands behind you, lift the hips, reverse plank or tabletop. If you're in plank, we're trying to get the big toes to touch the floor and hips higher. Look straight up, slightly back, and lower back down. One more time in our core strengthening, boat pose, lift the legs, optional straight legs. Let's try 3 low boat hovers. Deep breath in. Exhale, hover right above the floor. Inhale, lift. Feel the shakiness. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Lift it up, inhale. Hug the knees in. Roll yourself forward or swing the legs around. Step back to downward facing dog. Finishing out this salutation by standing and adding a little Tai Chi movement. Take the feet forward, walk them forward or jump it forward. Bend the knees, sit back into chair pose. Take the hands to opposite knees. And as if you're pulling strings from the floor, we're going to rise up, leading with the wrists. Inhale, Y-shaped pose, standing. Exhale, open the hands and go back down. So you're pulling, we've got little crane's beaks in the hands. Now it's quicker. Take a quick breath. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Do it fast 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. And bring your hands by your side. Okay, we're going to keep this transition really simple. Let's come to a seated pose. Take the knees down. Not very flowy. Take the knees down, sit down. That's what we've got. So now we're going to sit for a little while together. Meditation. This is morning movement and meditation practice. So our meditation can be the same or simple every day, but I do like to guide you through a few minutes of it just to give you a direction as an option. You are always welcome to hit the mute button or ignore what I'm saying as you sit and just be for a few minutes. Something that we probably don't practice quite enough, but I'm giving you the opportunity here to do this together. Something that we can work on as a group for ourselves. So wherever is most comfortable for you, sit up tall. Eyes can be closed or gently looking down, soft gaze. Your hands will rest on your knees or in your lap, and today we are open. So palms up, open for claiming your inner power. No matter what I choose to believe or say, the universe always says yes to me. So therefore, I choose only positive thoughts and words. Allow that to be your guide for this next few minutes. Choosing positive thoughts and words. With affirmations, I claim my inner power. An affirmation can be a simple I am statement. It can be an intention that you want to set to feel right now. Not a goal, not a far off reaching thing, but something you can feel now and start to believe. I am strong. I am calm, happy. I am saying yes to new opportunities. I welcome kindness into my life. So in this meditation, the next few minutes, choose to invite only positive thoughts and words. Anytime you find your mind drifting to something negative, to drama, to something not serving you in this moment, kindly let that go. You can be gentle about it, no need to get upset as we're gently saying goodbye to those thoughts, letting them drift away, and pulling in the belief that the universe always says yes. So what kind things can we say to ourselves today? What affirmation can you bring in to help guide you in these next few minutes and beyond? How can we make today a more positive self-talk day? So that's your plan for the next few minutes. Pulling in those positive affirmations while we sit and simply breathe. Let's take a deep breath in, soaking all of that goodness and positivity into our bodies, into our minds. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, blink the eyes open, maybe look around a bit. Okay, this is where we are at. And we've made it through another morning movement and meditation practice, hopefully feeling a little bit more uplifted and energized to move on throughout the rest of our day. So we'll take our hands and reach up. As we do, inhale, hands together, bring them down to your heart. Keep the thumbs right there. Take a deep breath in, and then let it go. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for some more morning movement and meditation.